Hello everyone, how are you doing today? Our topic for today is living things. Living things are things that have life. An example of living thing is me standing before you today. Other examples include tree and sheep. So living things carry out the following activities. Number one, movement. Living things can move from one point to another. Another activity that living things carry out is reproduction. Living things can produce their young ones. Living things can produce their young ones. Another activity that living things carry out is feeding. Living things can take in food into their body. Living things can take in food into their body. Another activity that living things can carry out is growth. Living things can grow from a small size to a big size. Another activity that living things carry out is breathing. Breathing. Living things breathe in and breathe out. So living things can breathe in and breathe out. Another activity that living things carry out is feeling. Living things can feel. Another activity that living things carry out is excretion. Excretion. So living things excrete waste out of their body. Another activity that living things carry out is death. Living things die, unfortunately. Before we go to our homework, let us talk more about the activities. So living things move about. Living things move about. An example of that is fish. You see a fish in the sea swimming from one part of the sea to another part of the sea. So living things move about. Also, another example of that is butterfly. Butterfly. So living things move about. More on the activities. Living things produce young ones. An example of that is the hen. You can see the hen, laying eggs. So the hen lay eggs, and after a while, the eggs hatch to a chick. The eggs hatch to chicks. So living things can produce young ones. Also, living things can take in food into their body. Living things can take food into their body. Living things can take food into their body. And you can see the cow. What does the cow eat? The cow eats grass. And you can see them in the garden trying to eat grass. So living things can take in food into their body. Another example of a living thing taking food into their body is Mr. Oba. Yes, I am Mr. Oba and I am a living thing, and I can take food into my body. Yes. Do you want to join me? Okay, if you want to join me, you have to do your homework and get it right. So living things can take in food into their body. Another thing, activity that living things can do, living things can grow. Living things grow. Living things grow. And this is a baby pig called a piglet. This is a baby pig called a piglet, and a baby pig can grow into an adult pig. A baby pig can grow into an adult pig. A piglet, which is a baby pig, can grow into an adult pig. So all living things grow. Let us look at our homework. So I want you to go into your surrounding. Go into your garden. Mention 10 living things in your surroundings. And if you can get it right, maybe you can follow Mr. Oba to eat his food.